What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of WB Content. Now, I know I do a bunch of recap episodes and prediction episodes and all, but I gotta say, the leading weeks up to Survivor Series with everything that's going on, with John Cena becoming a Grand Slam champion, Last Legend Nia Jax teaming up to take down Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, to Last Legend actually debuting on SmackDown to defeat Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, to AJ Lee coming back, helping Maxine Dupree win the Women's Intercontinental Championship by defeating Becky Lynch in Madison Square Garden, to now Dom and John Cena having a rematch for the Intercontinental Championship in Dominic's hometown at Survivor Series in San Diego, along with the fact that the men's war games, it involves a bunch of BS, which in my opinion, it's just again, it's BS. I mean, you got Drew McIntyre hating Cody's guts, then you got Brock Lesnar hating everybody's guts. You got the Vision, who was like again the number one target. Now Logan Paul's involved, which makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. To have Roman teaming up with CM Punk, not to mention that this time last year, Roman and CM Punk teamed up together to take down the new bloodline, but as they beat the new bloodline, he was still owed a favor from Paul Heyman, which led to the craziest WrestleMania main event we ever seen in our entire lives. All in all, this leading up to War Games is just a crazy freaking fiasco. And by fiasco, I mean a bunch of people with a bunch of beef and they can't get over it, so they think that locking them in a cage is just gonna get out of their system and they're gonna be done with the day. But in my personal opinion, between Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Cody Rhodes, oh no, their story is just beginning. And that's what got me thinking actually. Because think about it like this: Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Brock Lesnar are former Paul Heyman guys. I mean, Paul Heyman used to manage Brock Lesnar, and then Brock Lesnar left, so he managed CM Punk for a while, and then him and CM Punk had that beef, and then he went back to managing Brock Lesnar. Then once Brock Lesnar left again, he went to Roman Reigns, and then that's when he created the Bloodline. He made Roman Reigns become a badass. He was the tribal chief. He made the Bloodline. He made the tribal chief. So now with him creating the Vision and kicking South out, putting in Logan, I'm like, what's the real plan here? Like, you got Logan Paul involved, so now Logan Paul's the Paul Heyman guy. That I do not like. It just doesn't sit well with me, and it's just all kinds of weird and funny stuff happening. But back to the matter at hand here. Three guys are Paul Heyman guys. One of them was his best friend. The other he made the tribal chief, and another he made the unbreakable badass that ever lived, and he managed to beat the Undertaker, and he defeated the streak of Undertaker's WrestleMania match wins in the past few freaking years. Now that got me thinking. Me being me, I make webs, I make brackets, I make anything that has to do with wrestling where you have to connect the dots to some things. Now, when they first made the WrestleMania poster with Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Cody Rhodes and Paul Heyman, I'm like, why them? I mean, I get it, like all like let's face it, we can say all of them have made it to WrestleMania. All of them have made like a bunch of great things in their careers with title wins, Royal Rumble wins, tag team wins, turning heel to turning babyface, turning babyface back to turning heel. Like, they've done it all, especially with Paul Heyman, who was the creator of all of it. I mean, he created ECW, and that led to past ECW matches going into WrestleMania matches like TLC tables, Extreme Rules matches, No Holds Bar matches. Basically, he created the craziest matches we ever saw in our entire lives. But again, the poster, it got me thinking, why are these guys on the poster? Like, what is so special about these guys? Then a light switch hit, which is when in Madison Square Garden, we finally got the teams for War Games, which of course is the Vision with Drew McIntyre and Brock Lesnar. Now, when Brock Lesnar returned, of course he was going to go return to help Paul Heyman because that's his guy. I mean, that was his manager. He helped him become champion after champion after champion for so many years in the business. But to my surprise, Roman Reigns comes back. And need I remind you, when he left the company, he left when he faced Cody Rhodes at Backlash in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and he left as a babyface. Him and Cody shook hands. They let bygones be bygones, and that was it. He left on good terms with him, and that was the last we ever saw him. The day he came back to terrorize John Cena, and then he comes back again to now beat up the guy who he respected in Puerto Rico at Backlash 2 years ago. Man, something's got to be wrong with him. So of course he beats up CM Punk, he beats up Cody Rhodes, and then he beats up Roman Reigns. Well, technically, no, he didn't beat up Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns beat him. But then, to my surprise, it's like, oh my god, this is the first time we've seen Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar fight in a ring since like what SummerSlam 3 4 years ago, WrestleMania a few years ago. It's been a very 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 long time since these guys have been in the ring with each other and they have fought one on one. But now they're gonna fight with a bunch of other people in a steel cage at Survivor Series. Now let that say again. These guys who have not seen each other in years comes back in Madison Square Garden, the grandest freaking arena of them all for the wrestling industry. They come back on a Monday Night Raw in Madison Square Garden where they're going to face each other for the last time until they get to Survivor Series. Now, that right there was just, to me, it was insane. And after all the BS and all the craziness, that's when it hit me. Their story is just the beginning to get to WrestleMania. Because think about it like this. Again, three former guys who are three former Paul Heyman guys. One of them, who was not a Paul Heyman guy, but he knew Paul Heyman because of his father. And then on top of that, these guys have been at each other's throats for so many years. Between Roman and Punk, Roman and Brock Lesnar and CM Punk, Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. It's just a vicious freaking web of crazy rivalries and a bunch of beef that hasn't been hashed yet. So then, of course, I made a web where, of course, the number one guy who started all of this was Paul Heyman. I mean, again, Paul Heyman managed Brock Lesnar, and then CM Punk, and then Brock Lesnar again, and then Roman Reigns, and then he made the Vision. So you got Paul Heyman, who's he's on the top. He's on the tippity top of the freaking mountain. Let's say that. Where it all comes down to the people he has managed, to the people who he has managed has connected with through fights or tag teams or basically anything that happened in the past. Where it goes deep down to the vision. Now, the last part is the vision of it because he created it with Seth Rollins. And now the vision is Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, and Logan Paul. Now, Logan Paul, let's add this. Logan Paul teamed up with Drew McIntyre at SummerSlam when they faced Jelly Roll and Randy Orton that year. So now, with Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul teaming up again, I mean, it's perfect because Drew McIntyre already hates Cody Rhodes after what happened the last few times he's fought him for the championship. Logan Paul hates Cody Rhodes for against some random reason, and then everybody just hates Logan Paul. Let's put it that way, people. Everybody hates Logan Paul, and him on the Vision. It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, I get it. I think it was a Hail Mary situation that they had with Seth Rollins getting kicked out early in the storyline because of his injury. Now they're adding in Logan Paul in the mix. I just don't see it. Like, I respected Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker when they kicked out Seth. Like, I respected that. I respected them. But then they brought in Logan Paul and then Drew McIntyre. I'm like, okay, see, now we're just going off the book here. We're going completely off book, completely off script, and I don't like that. But now, these four guys, well, no, actually, no, five guys if you count Paul Heyman. These guys are going to create the best storyline we've probably ever seen in the WWE that's going to start off at Survivor Series. Now, remember, when that, on how Survivor Series ends, that leads to, of course, Royal Rumble and then Elimination Chamber and then WrestleMania. And then let's not forget, Elimination Chamber is going to be in Chicago this year, CM Punk's hometown. So depending on how Survivor Series is going to end, with of course Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Cody Rhodes, that's gonna lead to the tipping point to the Royal Rumble, which leads to Elimination Chamber, which gets them to WrestleMania. Now we all know Punk and Roman don't like each other. We've known that since WrestleMania. We've known that since Survivor Series. We've all known that. But now they're teaming up again. Now Roman he's got beef with his cousins Jimmy and Jay, and they were in war games with CM Punk. He's got beef with Cody Rhodes after what happened at WrestleMania. We all knew that was gonna happen. When he came back, he was gonna fight Cody Rhodes for the championship. Of course we knew that, but he had to take care of the vision first. Now he's teaming up with two people he doesn't like, and two people who are his family members, but they have not had talks since the little mishap at Crown Jewel in Australia after the Australian street fight between him and Bronson Reed. Now, I don't know how this is going to turn out. I mean, again, with Punk and Roman hating each other, but Cody's friends with Punk, I mean, it's just a bunch, it's a squabble at this point. To me, it's a whole freaking squabble. Oh, and then, I even forgot. Does nobody remember Bad Blood? When Cody and Roman teamed up for the first time, I might add, it was for the first time since what happened at WrestleMania. They teamed up to take down Solo and Jacob, the new bloodline, at Bad Blood. Now they're teaming up again, but it's for War Games, along with CM Punk and the Usos. Now, I don't know how they're going to work this out. I mean, we literally have a week left until Survivor Series. Tomorrow's Monday Night Raw. It's going to be crazy because, again, it's going to be last minute talks, last minute situations, last minute stops they got to do before solidifying War Games to know what's going to happen. Not to mention that the Monday Night Raw, they're going to do a advantage match where whichever team wins gets the advantage for War Games. Now, with that at hand, I don't know how they're going to do that. I mean, they're going to have a meeting, and then after a meeting, they're going to have to figure out who's going to fight who for the advantage, and then the lineup for War Games on who's going to come out first, and then second, and then third, until all the people are in that cage, and they are going to beat the crap out of each other. Now, the men's, oh my god, we all know it's going to be a bloodbath. I mean, you got the Vision, you got Drew McIntyre, and you got the Beast Brock Lesnar. And then on the other team, you got the best in the World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk, the American Nightmare, who is the undisputed WWE Champion Cody Rhodes. You got the best tag team in the freaking world, the Usos, and then the OTC himself, the reigning defending champion of the WWE, who is Roman Reigns, our OTC, our tribal chief. Now the men, again, like I said, it will be a bloodbath, and for how it's gonna end, that will solidify to the storyline heading to WrestleMania. How it will end, I don't know, but it will be a sight to see when it happens. Now, again, as for the women, I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better women's war game match than I have right now in my hand. I mean, on one team, you got all veterans, all former champions, all who've done great in their lives. One who was our favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler. To the other team, you got one rookie. Out of all the people on their team, they have one rookie on their team, and that is the fabulous Lash Legend. You know, I did see her in a few matches on NXT. I gotta say, she's pretty good for a tall girl. So now, I mean, these teams are just freaking incredible. You got the Eradicator Rhea Ripley. You got AJ Lee, the coolest veteran on the planet of the WWE. You got Charlotte Flair, which by the way, is the daughter of a legend, Ric Flair, who has fought in war games his whole life. And then Alexa Bliss, who is just crazy as heck, and I freaking love her. And then the genius of the sky, Io Sky, who of course has a reputation of every war game she has competed in, has literally jumped off top of the cage with a steel trash can. That's like her calling. That's like her calling card. That's her signature move. Once War Games comes around, and once she competes in War Games, she gets the trash can, she puts it on herself, and she demolishes everybody in that ring. That's her signature move every time, and I cannot wait to see how it's going to happen this year at Survivor Series. And then the other team, you got Nia Jax, a crazy, crazy awesome girl. Last Legend, again, crazy awesome girl who was a rookie in this, will be her first WPLE in her entire career. You got the new women's tag team champions, the Kabuki Warriors, which of course I've seen in their past War Games matches. They have done crazy things, so I can imagine how they're going to do crazy things at War Games this year. And then, of course, the man, Becky Lynch, which we all know was going to happen after AJ Lee cost her title and the match against Maxine Dupree. That gained Maxine's confidence, and now she's the new Women's Continental Champion. And I'm so happy she beat Becky Lynch in Madison Square Garden. I mean, that's just too perfect. Too good to be true, in my opinion. It's too good to be true. And then, of course, we have the rematch for the Intercontinental Championship. The GOAT himself on his farewell tour, John Cena versus Dirty Dominic Mysterio, which, by the way, has solidified his Mysterio name to greatness. I mean, look, I may sound like a broken record, but I'm proud of the guy. I mean, he beat his former Judgment Day brother at WrestleMania. Then he went on to defend it in so many crazy matches. Penta more than once. He defended it against Octagon Jr. after Worlds Collide ended and they went to Money in the Bank. Then he defended against AJ Styles not once, not twice, but three times. And then he goes against Rusev twice and cheats in this match against Rusev twice, which was awesome in my opinion. Then he beat his former competitors in a triple threat match, again by cheating, and he did amazing at it. Now he's facing the GOAT one last time in his hometown for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. And that's what happened last night. For all my AAA fans out there, he did amazing. I mean, to him, paying tribute to Eddie Guerrero as the Los Gringos with a Grande Americano. The whole match was insane. Vikingo, I mean, we all knew he was a bad guy from the start. I knew he was a bad guy since I saw him on TV the first time. To him and Dragon Lee fighting to see who fights who, and then a Grande Americano getting the pin, Dom talking smack, and then after Dom talks smack, guess who makes an appearance for uniting? Then the Lucha Bros, Ray Phoenix, and Penta. Now they're going to fight at Clash of Titans for AAA on December. I think I want to say 20th or 22nd, but they're fighting in December and it's going to be awesome. So Dom, good luck on your match, and I hope you beat John Cena in this farewell tour because that'd be kind of pretty funny that you beat him in your hometown for a title. I mean, that's pretty awesome in my opinion. And then of course, we got the legend, the Hall of Famer, Nikki Bella faces La Primera, Stephanie Vaquer, for the WWE Women's World Heavyweight Championship. I couldn't have asked for a better card than this. I mean, I got my boy Dom fighting against the GOAT for his title. I got my favorite diva, Nikki Bella, fighting against one of my other favorite women's wrestler, Stephanie Vaquer, for the biggest title in the division. The men's War Games, I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better team when it comes to CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, and the Usos. I mean, they're going to demolish those guys. And then the women's War Games. I mean, almost everybody on this list is a legend, is a veteran in the game. And then one rookie who made who made her debut on SmackDown, who made a voice be heard when she was at Evolution in that battle royale against Nia Jax and all the girls. I can see why Nia saw potential in her. I can see why. She's got the charisma, she's got the moves, she's got the sass. So bring that all in at War Games. Oh, it's gonna be a great show. Right now, War Games is just the starting point to War Rumble and then Survivors and then Elimination Chamber and then WrestleMania. I mean, when CM Punk came back last year, we all knew, not last year, 2 years ago, we all knew that when he came back, the business was going to change. And look what happened. Here we are, what, 2, 3 years later? Look how much the business has changed since he came back to the WWE. I'm so excited for War Games. I mean, it's just amazing. I can't wait for tomorrow, the last Monday Raw before War Games, the advantage manages. Dominic's gonna speak out about being the GOAT, John Cena, and then of course we have the last time is now tournament, Solo Sikoa versus Penta, and then we have um a Gunther versus Carmelo Hayes. I cannot wait for those matches. They're gonna be legendary. Survivor Series is gonna be amazing, and how it's gonna end. Oh, depending how Survivor Series is going to end, is going to solidify the entire storyline to WrestleMania. Now that I cannot wait to see. Hope you guys have a great day. Get tune in and watch Monday Night Raw on Netflix, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 Pacific Time. Hope you guys have a great Sunday night, and I will talk to you guys soon.